Do you buy black children guns, toy guns?
I really don't buy them guns. I think my children are still young, and so the farthest that they can get with the gun might be a Nerf. But as far as like the little toy guns, the artillery-looking kind of guns, I don't.
The kid growing up, being taught like playing with toy guns is something that we just play with, and it's nothing harmful. But as having my own kids and having my own child, I do not really buy toy guns for them. Nerf guns is different because that's something that's Nerf, but even then I'll be like, oh, hold on, because they get to pointing at each other, and then I feel some type of way sometimes, and I'll be like, oh no, we ain't gonna do the toy guns. We'll buy some race cars or some toy airplanes or something like that. So I just try to focus on not buying toy guns for the kids.
Gotcha.
I agree with my husband. I agree with my husband 1,000%. We don't want them to possess guns as an adult. I mean, there's a right way of purchasing a gun and legally getting it, but I think our community, especially the African American community, they're not going to get a license for it. They're getting them illegally off the streets, and then they're catching cases. So our perspective and our experience is that just stay away from it. If you are in the profession where you need to be protected, hire security. Let them carry it for you. Our message to our children is to keep them on the right side of the law, and even then, it still doesn't help with all the...
I have bought my son toy guns, but not a lot. And if I do, they are usually really like bright colored, and you can tell that it's very fake, and he typically only plays with them in the house.
The standpoint of buying the kids and the grandkids, I did buy my kids toy guns because I had them and didn't see a problem with it at the time. I don't buy them for my grandkids, and I let my grown kids make that decision for their kids on their own. So,
What
as
changed?
far as, well, I mean, in terms of like
The times,
yeah, basically, that's it. That's it. It just doesn't seem like something that's a priority to me in terms of running out and buying. There's other things I could be buying for them other than that. I know they're going to go to their friend's house, and the friends are going to have toy guns and all that. So I think the bigger thing is to teach them responsibility around those things rather than to try to cut that off, which I understand the reason behind. I just don't know if I was a parent today, I would say absolutely not. I can't honestly say that I would say that. But as we stand here now, I just don't see the point.
My kids are grown also. When they were children, we did buy toy guns for them, but they would turn anything into a gun. They bite the corner off a piece of bread, literally, and use the rest of it as a gun. So it's kind of what they processed, what they saw. But over time, particularly once I got into business and purchase for the store, I recognized that there was way more of a stigma nowadays attached to even toy guns. And what I literally in the past 2 weeks was going to buy some toys because of the holidays. We probably would have sold, but these guns came with handcuffs. It's the whole police thing, and I'm just like, I don't even want to be a part of that or a part of that narrative, and I don't really want our brand associated with that at this time. So my personal feelings about guns, toy guns or otherwise, I don't allow that to really transcend what I think is best for business. So, I'm not saying that I'm totally opposed to selling anything that's gun related or anything like that, but as of right now and here as of late, it just doesn't seem like it's a really good idea. So I just kind of shy away from it. Now kids like fidget spinners and the little poppy things anyway, so it's not as popular as it used to be anyway. So from a brand perspective, from a retail perspective, it's not really all that lucrative to have that on the show. They don't move like they used to. So that's the reason we don't do it.
Thank you.
No, because it would have been a bad influence for my son to have little toy guns at a young age. So what I did, I replaced the guns with some drumsticks or something that was positive that would help you.
The proper way to introduce children or young people with guns is through, gun ranges, and teaching them really how to use it if you're going to introduce that to your children.
Because when you see a black child, male child with a gun, people automatically get scared. And I had my son in the beginning of January 2014, and in November of 2014, we all know Tamir Rice, and that just hit home for me. To see my 8-month-old child at home who is going to grow up and be 13 one day, I'm just not, it doesn't sit right with me. It definitely hurts me to my core.
Our program here, what we try to do, instead of young men picking up guns, we tell them to pick up a hand tool and build a musical instrument. So we're talking about guitars, to drum sets, to everything.
Drums instead of guns.
Yeah, that's right.
So did you buy your son? You have a daughter as well. I remember. Did you buy them toy guns? Allow them to play with toy guns?